Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash, and I want to say Shalom to Yakin Akwat out there, pursuing this truth diligently, coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled, Bugged Out Vegan Jake Looking Malnourished. Alright, Bugged Out Vegan Jake Looking Malnourished. And there's another one coming from Instagram. I've had it saved for quite a while. And we're just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Make sure I turn the volume all the way up here. And just another bug out. All right, thinking he knows something when he knows nothing. And had the asshole in the Hellcat. Got to drive by, you know how it is. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. This guy thinks, humans are not designed to have ever ate meat, which is absolutely stupid, and we're going to prove why that is. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video, and then we're going to keep on rolling. All right, and so if you keep on hearing me touch the mic, the sun's shining right on me. I got to make sure it stays green, make sure the mic don't die. So slack you. But yeah, let's go ahead and play this and let it roll. Here you go.
You don't even like eating meat. You don't like eating steak. You don't like eating chicken. You don't like eating none of that shit, bro. You like the seasoning on that shit, bro. If you take seasoning off a hamburger, you take seasoning off chicken, steak, etc. Whatever it is, whatever slice of meat, whatever fine cut of meat that you are eating, chicken, pork, steak, bro, any of that. I don't know, bro. Whatever it is that you're eating, bro, you can't eat that shit, man. You gotta drown it in seasoning. You gotta drown it in some fucking sauce to be able to even eat it and consume it. We're not genetically made up. Black people, melanated people. I can't speak for any other race but the melanated people, because that's where my research and that's where my knowledge comes from. It's our, race and our genetic makeup. We're not designed to eat that, bro. We have a mouth full of flat teeth, bro. That is designed to tear into nuts, berries, fruits, and like grains and shit like that, bro. We don't have a mouth full of canine to eat fucking and tear into flesh. You know what I mean?
So as you can see, the dumb ninja award of the day goes to this stupid ass motherfucker. All right, saying we don't have a mouthful of canines. Yes we do. Yes we do. That's I don't even know where these motherfuckers are coming from. All right, a lot of these motherfuckers seem like they're trolls, but they're really serious. All right, they're actually really serious. And bear with me. I'm just holding the mic like this. But yeah, they're actually really serious, man. They think they really know something when they don't know shit. They don't know nothing. And so what I want to do first, all right, is open up. Let me see. What I really want to do first is look up human teeth diagram. Okay. And I want to show you something. Can we get a front angle? Okay. I want to get a realistic photo because you got ones like this, and no one's teeth looks like that. Okay. No one's teeth looks like that. What I want to get is something like this that's actually labeled, right? But you can see right here, this is a teeth diagram. This one's fine too. And you can see right here. Where are we at? Okay. Right here, you got your lateral incisor, your central incisor. Okay. And you got them on both sides, your lateral and your central incisor. Okay. And on the bottom, you have the same things as well. Now, sometimes those are referred to, some of those teeth are referred to as canines. Okay, canines. If you look at human teeth. Okay, and we get a picture, you're gonna see how these look. All right, you're gonna see, if I get an actual real fucking photo of just someone with their mouth open. These right here are your incisors. Okay, you see how they're more dagger and knife shaped instead of the front ones in the flat in front. Those ones are more flat. Now, what I want to show you is that we don't have a mouth full of canines. No one has a mouth. No creature has a mouth full of canines. All right, the closest you can get is like maybe a shark. All right, theirs is all sharp teeth. All right, but even dogs. All right. It's lucky I'm in a car, so it's bumping around, so I have to keep on recorrecting it. But even dog teeth. All right, you have the main ones and the ones on the side, but let me get the front teeth. Let me get the front teeth. Um, they're not as sharp, right? Look at those. They've got flat teeth in the front as well. Okay, so they ain't got a mouthful of canines, and they themselves are canines. Let's get another one. How about cats? I'm way familiar with cat teeth. All right, cat's teeth are fucking cute as shit. All right, look at these. I prefer cats over dogs anyway. Everyone's always got their agreement. God damn, it's a bumpy fucking road anyway. Um, fuck. Vegas needs to fix their shit. Yeah, and this will be a great photo. But as you can see, they got the sharp teeth, right? Look at these tiny little cute teeth in the front, right? You can't say those are canines, right? They're different. They're different. So they call those the incisors, premolars, canines. Yeah, these are the canines and incisors right there. You see them? So actually, human incisor. Those are like your front teeth, essentially, right? Incisors, canines, premolars, and molar. Okay, there you go. So those why do we got canines? Why do we got canines? We ain't got a mouthful of canines. We do have a mouthful of canines. You know, not full of canines. No animal has a mouthful of canines, really. Okay, you got four of them, right? And some of them are bigger. On mine literally look vampiric. All right. Now I'm missing front teeth. All right, and some other teeth as well. All my back molars. All right, one premolar. All right, but I still got my canines. And I'm gonna tell you what, you need those motherfuckers to eat. All right, you need those motherfuckers to eat. So if you look at a horse, they don't have any canines. They're just flat blocks. That's all they are, man. Okay? You go look at like it's another animal that just eats nothing but vegetables. Rabbits. We're in a bad area. Give me a minute. This area sucks for service. Let it load. All right. Look at them. Okay. See, flat, block-looking things, right? So when you're saying that, oh, we don't have a mouthful of incisors, yes, we do. We do in fact have a mouthful of incisors. Let me go back, and again, I'm gonna have to blur all this out as I usually do. Get back to my list, but let's go back down. Come on now.
Don't even like
Open
eating
that back
meat.
up, and we're gonna get something and then come back. But it said I ain't never needed to season some bacon. right? Even beef bacon. You don't need to season beef bacon. What the fuck are you talking about? Tastes just fine. You don't really even need to season steak all too much. I mean, I prefer it seasoned, but by itself, it ain't too bad. All right, but you're saying you can eat like that, Jake, over here being vegan or whatever. You realize that you probably even season your vegetables. Okay, most people put salt and pepper on broccoli. Okay, you don't even like the flavor of that shit. You just like the seasoning. All right, 25-pound man says don't eat meat. Says he looked hungry as he's speaking though. He do. He looked like fucking malnourished as shit. It says, bro is too pushable to be preaching this. You can push that motherfucker over, man. It says, I agree. We are definitely designed to eat meat. That's why a lot of vegans need supplements. It says, this guy's joking on himself. It says, little does he know that I'm white. What seasoning? It says, not gonna lie, it looks like he needs some meat. Cheese on mine. If you ever seen that video, she's a little black girl, little Jake girl. And she's around these cats. She's like, cheeseburger, and she's or hamburger. And mom's like, don't call it a hamburger. That's mean. Don't call it a hamburger. And she's like, cheese on mine. Don't take advice from little kids online. That's why he falls over when it's windy out. You know, it's true. It says all these damn young people thinking they know better than everybody else about life. Arrogant, narcissistic Gen Z telling other people how they should live their lives. It says, would you like cake if there was no sugar? Right? Right here it says, but in the Bible, Yahweh blesses us with meat to eat, but only certain kinds of meat. There you go. Look at that. And that's a woman. A woman with some sense. God damn. You know, we're in a bad time when some of these women have more sense than the men. What the fuck is that? Ridiculous, man. So we got a bugged out vegan Jake over here looking malnourished. All right. Looking like he wears 10 pounds while he's wet. All right. As they used to say, wet and wearing boots. Right. You know, look ridiculous, man. And you're over here and you got dreads too. I bet you think those make you more spiritual. I bet those make you closer to God. Closer to God. Yeah. Right? I bet that's what you think. Bear with me. I got this fucking sun in my eyes, man. Satan fucking with us today, man. Just fucking sun in my eye, fucking bumpy ass roads. God damn. But I don't want to pull an ISUPK and wear sunglasses, even though if you can't see me, I still don't want to do it. But let's grab some scriptures, man. Proverbs 3:5. Okay, and this is why you need to just go to the Bible and learn. Don't try to think you know something when you know. A man that thinks he is something when he is nothing deceiveth himself. Okay, this is come on now. Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart." Okay, when the Lord says something, trust in it. All right, that's why we have the Bible. The Bible, every scripture is good for instruction in righteousness. What it said, is good for correction, instruction, and righteousness. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So instruction. Okay, that's how we get instructed. We know right from wrong. All right, through the Bible. So you're supposed to trust into that. Now, we know we're supposed to eat meat. Oh, that's crazy because the Bible talks all about it. Okay, and I bet this guy is the same type of guy to talk about God. All right. Meanwhile, doesn't even know that Yahweh Shai, all right, the son of Yahweh, all right, and Yahweh, he's not primordial. It's the word. He doesn't need to eat. All right, Yahweh Shai was sent down to earth as man, so he needed to eat, and Yahweh Shai ate meat. Okay, and mind you, it said, "Me and my Father are one," so he would never do anything against the Father Yahweh. Okay, so he would have never ate something that he shouldn't have been eating, and he ate fish. So what are you going to do? Say, oh, well, we should have only ate fish. What about Passover? Passover also had lamb that you have to eat it. All right, if you're keeping Passover the correct way, you have to have a lamb. You have to eat that meat. If you're going to be vegan the rest of the year, you got to eat it that day. So you can't be vegan, man. And vegan is stupid. A vegan is even dumber than vegetarian because vegan, all throughout the Bible, it talks about honey. You can't even have honey as a vegan. It's dumb. So Proverbs 3 and 5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Don't try to be wise in your own eyes. Well, we ain't never supposed to be eating meat. We ain't got a mouthful of insiders. Yes, we do. You dumbass. You fucking dread-headed ass Rastaman. Alright? Bumbaclot. Alright? You dumbass. You don't even know what's going on. You have no idea. We don't have a mouthful. That's crazy. That's crazy. When you bite your lip, what did you usually end up biting your lip with? Not your front teeth, right? Sometimes bite your lip or you bite your tongue. 9 times out of 10, when you bite your tongue, it's either your incisors, all right, okay, your canines, or the back of your teeth, all right, like some molars in the back of your teeth because you chomped down wrong and your tongue got in the way, all right. Those are the ones that usually did it. And you got the incisors for ripping, all right, and then you got the molars for chomping. Okay, and then you got your front teeth, which I ain't got no more. That's why you gotta take care of your teeth. For pulling. All right, you'd be surprised how adaptive the human body is. You can, uh, make do. I can still eat an apple and stuff, right? But it's gotta, I do gotta chop it up, you know. But you don't need the front teeth for that. The front teeth is what the bite. I can eat like burgers and stuff, but I don't really eat burgers like that much anymore because I'm trying to get better with my diet. But sandwiches, burgers, and hell, even wings and shit. You can get all that stuff down, no problem. But your real important teeth are your molars and your incisors, man. Your molars and your incisors. So, but we don't have no inside. We don't have no canines, right? Humans don't. We don't have a mouthful of canines. Stupid. That's good. Again, he's leaning into his own understanding on that we shouldn't eat meat. Where did you even get that from? Where did you even come up from that? Did you research something? Did you look into it or something? Or, what did you do necessarily, right? Because did you just like one day think that I don't know. I don't know. I try not to lean into it too much because I try not to think like a bug out because you gotta think so bugged out just to try to see their point of view. So it's like I don't know what he was thinking. All these fucking Edomites walking out in front of us, fucking dumb. Anyway, goddamn today, it's fucking stupid. It's idiot central today, fucking retard o'clock apparently. But Luke 24:42, it says as for what Yahushai, all right. We gotta get for 41. Oh my God. Oh, did the Lord sin by doing this? Was he wrong? Oh, this is Luke 24 and 41. It says, and why they yet believed not for joy and wondered, he said unto them, what's he about to say? What is Yahushua about to say? This throws your whole argument away. Yahushua said, have ye here any meat? He asked for meat. Oh, you ain't supposed to be eating meat because you got bug outs in this truth. Not even in this truth. They're calling themselves in this truth, but you ain't in this truth. You can't be in the truth when you're in a lie. All right, they say the Lord was never meant for us to ever eat meat. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Really? Have you read your Bible? Probably not. Probably not. Moving on, because probably not is the answer. And they gave him a piece of broiled fish and of a honeycomb. So if you were a vegetarian, now you can't even be vegan because he ate a honeycomb. All right, and he took it. What did he do with it? He threw it away. What did he do? Did he put it somewhere else for later? Did he give it to someone? Did he hold it up and say, "You should not be eating this"? No. What did he do? 43, and he took it and did eat before them. He ate the meat. He asked for meat. Asked, "Hey, do you have here any meat here? Do you have any meat here?" Right? Exactly. He said, "Have ye here any meat?" Right? Have ye here any meat? You got any meat? And they gave him, and they probably said yeah, and they gave him some broiled fish, and some honeycomb, and he ate it. Was he wrong? No, he wasn't wrong. You want to know why he wasn't wrong? Because the fish he was ate, it had to have been clean. All right, and clean as far as permittable, because even Leviticus 11 tells us that we can eat animals. You dummy. It tells you what animals you can and can't eat. There's a whole law based on it. So Anyway, really, dealing with you dumbasses is enough to give you a fucking aneurysm because you're stupid as shit, man. Really, really. Then let's get John 21 and 12. And this is just a shorter little lesson for the day because it's easy to it's not a lesson that needs to go on for all too long because it's really easy to debunk. And this is John 21 and 12. Yahushua said unto them, "Come and dine." You know what dining is? It's eating. You dine out. You go to a diner. All right, you're dining. You're eating. Okay, and none of the disciples durst ask him, "Who art thou?" Knowing it was the Lord. Yahushua then cometh, and taketh bread, and giveth them, and fish likewise. There you go. There you go. He gave them fish, so he wouldn't make somebody else sin. He wouldn't have given them anything that would have been wrong, right? Remember, Yahushua never sinned. Okay, so he couldn't have. He wouldn't have been commanding someone else to sin. So it must have been right what they were doing. All right, in Leviticus 11, we're not going to break it down. I have plenty of breakdowns on Leviticus 11 out there. All right, as do other brothers. Right here, verse 11 and 1. Yeah, Leviticus 11 1. This whole chapter right here. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts which are on the earth. That's all I'm going to read from this. Okay, you can go down. This is how you find out. Can I have giraffe? Yes, you can eat giraffe. This brother say you say you can eat giraffe. You can eat giraffe. Yes, you can eat giraffe. You want to know why? Because it chews cud and it's cloven footed. You can have it. You can eat giraffe. Yes, you can. Can you eat horse? No, no, you cannot. It chews cud, but it doesn't. It's not divided at the hoof. Okay, there you go. So this whole chapter, you Jake need to get familiar with. Hey, brother, can I have haddock? I don't know. Does it got fins and scales? Look it up. All right. Can I have this animal? Is it in the water? No. Okay. So fish and scales doesn't matter. Is it a bug? No. So it's not a creeping thing. So no, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. What is it? It's a mammal. Oh, it's a mammal. Okay. Well, does it chew with cud and does it divide the hoof? Yes. Then you can have it. Then you can have it. All right. Um. Well, what about a bug? Does its legs above its feet? Are its feet above its legs? Or how does it go? Let's see. And it's a bird. Well, guess what? All the birds that you can't eat are laid out. And you know, 9 times out of 10, it's if they're birds of prey. Okay? It's birds of prey. All the birds that you can't eat are laid out. Okay? Um let's see. And it says swans. Well, I can eat duck. No, can't. Because you have some people saying, well, duck is technically kosher, but no, it's basically like into a swan. Start right here in 21. Ye these may Yet these may ye eat of every flying thing that goeth upon all four. Those are bugs, which have legs above their feet. That's what it is, legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. So locusts, grasshoppers, right? Crickets, right? Even these of them may ye eat. The locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. Same way with how crickets are kind of like a grasshopper. You can eat them as well because why? Because their legs are above their feet. All right, they have that same stance. Okay, and you can eat beetles. Beetles, grasshoppers. Pretty much it. Okay, like it says, but all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination unto you. All right, so that why would there be a law of what beasts you can eat and what beasts you can't eat if you weren't ever to be eating beasts? Leviticus 11 would be really short. All right, or whatever chapter would happen to be in would be very short. It would just say, "Don't eat any animal." The end. Right? That would have been it. Okay. See, a lot of people lean in to it says, and the earth gave them every seed bearing fruit bearing seed or seed bearing fruit. Slovakia, roughly paraphrasing. Every herb-bearing seed. Seed-bearing herb. Matter of fact, let's go get it. Let me see. Actually, that was one of the ones that talked about, but a lot of people confuse it with yeah, Genesis 1:29. A lot of people take this out of context. It says, and Yahweh said, Genesis 1:29, and Yahweh said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, and the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. Okay, and people say, see, that's the meat. All right, well, a cow isn't a meat. A cow isn't a meat. A cow isn't a vegetable or have any seeds, but you're allowed to eat that pertaining to Leviticus 11. So once again, wrong. Okay, you think you love being wrong at this point. I mean, I feel like a lot of people just love being wrong because if you like being right, you look things up. And who likes being wrong? So Sirach 3:24 it says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. Without eyes thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou hast not." There you go. Okay? Don't put forth knowledge that you don't have. Okay? And it's like many are deceived by their own vain opinion. All right? You're deceived by your own vain opinion, Jake. Right? You thought you had something. You ain't got shit, man. All right, easily. I don't even know how long this lesson was. Maybe 20 minutes, if that. And wrong, 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 wrong. Nothing was on your side, right? So what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Unless you say, "Oh, I don't believe in the Bible. That's a white man's book." All right. Well, at least then you can say that you don't believe in none of that. All right. You'd still be wrong. All right. That's a funny thing. You'd still be wrong. You still wouldn't be right. But at least then you wouldn't be saying, "Oh, I don't believe that book." Oh, okay, cool. That makes sense. All right. That I understand at least. I understand why that would be the case. Okay. You believe that the Bible's wrong, so that's why you think that we should be only eating meat. We shouldn't be eating meat, but we should only be eating vegetables. Got it. Understood. Okay. I understand it completely. Got it. But if you're saying, "Oh, I believe in God," which one? The Bible. All right. Well, the Bible says you should eat meat. All right. Especially you have to on Passover. So bugged out vegan Jake looking malnourished. All right. Starved of intelligence and of meal. All right. So that's where we're gonna cut it out. All right, we're gonna close it out there. Lord willing, lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, Shem Dash. I want to say Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Yakin Akwath. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.